Wait a minute. What's going on? It's Brother Jay, and I'm back again with another thought of the day, man. My thought of the day is called freedom versus equality. And this is the part, where a lot of feminists don't really understand, like, the difference. And that's why they on the short end of the stick when they get judged on certain things because they don't understand the difference. Now, what is freedom? Freedom is to able to maneuver how you choose to. Equality is to be judged the same way as somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You can have both because it cancels each other out. If you have unlimited freedom, doesn't mean you're gonna have unlimited equality. Equality is earned and deserved. Freedom is just the state of mind of a person believes that they're in, which means that if I believe that, I'm free to fuck that fucking ghetto person right here down the street, I'm free to do that. But equality is different. Equality means that if you choose to do that, we're going to judge you this way because we're not moving this way that you're moving. And see, that's the part you're saying that these modern day feminists are falling into a trap. And even with their argument points, you're like, wait a minute, hold up. You're saying that you want, equality to be judged the same way. We dudes judge each other harshly, like a motherfucker. So how the fuck are you gonna be exempt from that? You cannot be. So if you're trying to act like you're saying, hey, I want to be treated equally. Well, guess what we dudes do to each other? No, for real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what? You think because you have titties and a pussy, excuse the vulgarity, because you have this part of the equipment, you think that you should be equal and free. No. What's the old school that said that shit? People, are going to always walk into a trap because every time you think of freedom, it's because you are free and you're dumb. You know what I'm saying? Equality is, look, if we work the same job and you're doing the same job as me, you should be paid the same. Yeah, I get that. You know what I'm saying? But if you sit there and you can take off of work because you're in your period, you can take off of work for maternity leave. Dudes don't have maternity leave. Bro, dudes don't have maternity leave. You know what I mean? But you do. So that's why you're not going to be treated equal. Because you're not equal. Because you're not the same. People keep in their mind trying to think that, I'm just as good as a man. You probably are. You probably are. But you're not going to be judged that way. Because you can't have the free choice and equality at the same time. That will cancel each other out. Please, lovely people, please understand this. There's a major difference between freedom and equality. You can't be both. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have the freedom to do shit doesn't mean as an equal person, I'm going to judge you the same way as your freedom. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. bro. You know what I'm saying? So, to land my plane, and bring this to conclusion, it's only this. You know what I'm saying? Like, all y'all delusional people out there, whether it be men or women, all y'all delusional people, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand, and if you don't understand, then do your fucking research. It's not the same. A female's physicality is not the same way as a man's physicality. So you saying that you won't be treated equally? Okay, if I can pick up this fucking 100 pounds of bullshit concrete, you know what I'm saying? Then you pick that up. It was a video. You know what I'm saying? That the bride, you know what I'm saying, was on a construction site, and she said, "I'm not doing this shit no more." And she walked the fuck away and quit it that day because she's like, okay, y'all doing this. I understand how come y'all doing this, but I'm not trying to keep doing this. And that's why a lot of ladies pick soft positions. But you want to complain about equality, but you're picking soft positions that benefits you. So not only is it not equal, but you want to have the freedom to say, now, with my soft position, I should sit here and fuck who I want to fuck. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's a contradictory in terms. You can't have both, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And see, look, this is me one of probably the shortest thought of the days I'm saying right now, but I'm coming from a real hardcore, you know what I'm saying, core of me, which is that, you know what I'm saying, stand on what you stand on. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be realistic and understand that your freedom has a cost and equality has a cost. These are two separate payments that you need to make. You know what I'm saying? Two different investments that you need to make. But you can't, you know what I'm saying? Because when you go all in on one, which is that to be equal, then you can't go all in on the other, which is freedom. You can't go all in on one without sacrificing the other. This is a sacrifice. Bro, I don't know why these fucking dumbass motherfuckers be thinking that you can get into a relationship and somehow magically you can be in a relationship and have freedom to do what you want to do in that relationship, but also be treated equally. Are you kidding me? Man, bro, look, I don't have to say this too far because the only thing I'm asking y'all to do is entertain your own mind. Exercise your own cortex and think. And if you think hard enough, then you can say in your head, does this really make sense? Because logically, it don't. But I know I'm thinking like a guy. You know, I'm thinking like a guy. I think logically, yes. But what's the rebuttal? You know what I'm saying? Should I think emotionally? From my feelings? So wait a minute. Even if I'm an emotional man from my feelings, I'm thinking that you're equal with me and you have freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. First of all, commitment is the sacrifice of freedom. That's the part of commitment. You with me, I'm with you, and I'm not dating nobody else. That's a commitment. So you don't have freedom no more. You know what I'm saying? So how can you ask for freedom and ask for equality with no sacrifice? None. Because see, when a dude's dating you, he's sacrificing shit for your equality, not your freedom, your equality. You know what I'm saying? He's simply like, you know what I'm saying, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, she's bitching about this right here, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to make it as equal as possible. Because I'm not trying to make her feel like she's a slave and shit. You know what I'm saying? Dudes do that. Do women do that shit? In other words, into the fucking O. So, I'm ending this thought of the day on that note right there. I'm out of here. Deuces.